Hi yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Hu. Today we are having another 10-minute yoga practice targeting at our lower back. And I always have the lower back pain after a long time sitting. And it will really help you to release any pain, tension or tightness in your hips and lower back. We will include a bridge pose which might require a block or anything can support if you do have it. This practice is really targeting our lower back. You can also use this yoga in a daily basis. Let's start with some poses with twists. Please lower all the way down onto your back. So low back pain can often be brought on by tight hip flexors, so tightness at the front of the thighs. Just draw your right knee in towards your belly and keep your left leg straight. Simply just pulling the knee in towards the belly is one way that we can start to open this area up and relieve lower back pain. Then we will add on to this with a twist. So you can cross your right knee over your body towards the left side of your mat. Right arm can reach out to the side. Collarbones facing up to the sky. Try to relax your hips, your belly, your lower back. Come all the way back to center. And before we go to the other side, bring both knees in towards your chest. And you might take a few circles here, using your hands to guide the knees, maybe reversing in the other direction. This is a little move that you can do every single day for the health of your lower back. And keep your left knee as it is, straighten your right leg to the floor. Finding a little stretch through the front of your right thigh. Try to relax your arms. Let's carry this over into a twist. Your left knee moves over towards the right. You can stretch your left arm out to the side. Slow and steady breath. Come all the way back to center. One last time, bring your knees in towards your belly. Finding those same little circles really gentle. And now you can go in the opposite direction. We're going to take bridge pose. Here you can choose to put the block in between your inner thighs or not. And let's strengthen and engage the adductors. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Keep your feet pretty close in towards you and squeeze your knees towards each other before lifting your hips up as high as they can go. So you're trying to reach the tailbone towards your knees. There you have to squeeze and try to push into your big toes. Push into your heels and drag your heels back down towards your shoulder. One more big breath here. And slowly lower down, inch by inch. Now walk your feet to a few more inches away from your hands and see if you can lift your hips up off the mat. So you only want like a few inches between the back of your knees and the floor. Flex your feet so that only your heels are touching the ground. push into your heels and drag them back towards your shoulders. Squeeze, press, lift up a little bit higher and lower down. Take a big stretch here with your arms and your legs. Let's come up and take a seat. You can just rock up, crossing at the ankles. Bring your hands to the top of your knees. We'll just take a seated cat and cow. As you inhale, open up through your chest. As you exhale, round and contract. Drop your chin down. A few more like this. Try to emphasize this through your lower back and through your lower belly. Do at your own pace. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round it in. Coming back to neutral. Let's find our first downward facing dog. The downward dog can be a lot on the low back. And for today's target, I would like to ask you, keep your knees pretty generously bent. Don't worry about having your legs straight or bringing your heels towards the mat. From this downward dog, just step your right foot forward in between your hands. Lower your back knee down to the floor. And let's add a twist. Bring your right hand to your thigh. Push your palm into the knee as you look over your right shoulder, melting the hips forward and down. Try to eliminate any rounding in your spine so you're not contracting. Looking down to the floor. From here, tuck your back toes under. Lift the back knee off the mat. We're going to step forward to the top of the mat. Keep your feet as wide as the edges of your mat. Catch a hold of your two big toes with your pinky fingers. Bend your knees generously. As you inhale, lift, lengthen up halfway. As you exhale, bend the elbows away from each other. When you fold, you can absolutely keep your knees bent. You don't have to have straight legs. Instead, see if you can feel a nice little traction on your lower back, so a decompression of the spine. Release the hold of your toe. Bring your heels in, toes out, and lower down into your yogi squat. You can use your elbows to push the knees open as you lift and lengthen up. Now let's find downward dog. Try to have any little movements that is comfortable for you here. We will just switch side. Left foot forward between the hands. Bring your back knee down to the floor. A little twist. Left hand to your thigh. Push the hand into your knee. Twist a little bit deeper. Look down the floor. We're going to come back into the forward fold. Tuck the back toes under, step your right foot to the top of the mat. You can spread your feet once again. Catch your hold of the big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the elbows away from one another. Big breath. Release the toes. Heels in and toes out, yogi squat. Opening up through your chest. And we will find our final downward facing dog. Plant the palms, step the feet back. Just one last little stretch here. Let's bring our knees down to the floor and bring your legs out in front of you. Bring your feet together, knees apart. Open up. And fold it down. Let's make this a passive forward fold. Allow your spine to round. Try to relax your arms. The focus is more on decompressing through your back. One more big breath here. Coming back to neutral. Just bring your hands behind you. Take some windshield motions with your knees. And now let's take a seat. Close your eyes. Feel comfortable and relax. Join your hands at the front of your heart. Take a moment to feel how different your hip flexors feeling in between now and before you step onto your mat. Take our final deep breath here. Inhale, exhale. Bowing forward, Namaste. Thank you again so much for joining me with this 10-minute yoga practice. I hope you enjoyed it and have relaxation in your lower back pain. And again, please do subscribe to my channel, and I hope to practice with you soon. Namaste.